The man at the center of the controversy is Michael Musto. To analyze his precarious position, I'll be joined in a moment by Michael Musto. But first, Carrie Prejean has filed suit against Miss California pageant officials, citing slander, libel, public disclosure of private facts, intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress, and religious discrimination. All of this stretching way back to Ms. Prejean's original statement on gay marriage at the Miss USA pageant in April.
We live in a land that you can choose same-sex marriage or opposite marriage. And you know what? In my country and in my family, I believe that a marriage should be between a man and a woman. No offense to anybody out there, but that's how I was raised, and that's how I think that it should be between a man and a woman.
Following that response, Ms. Prejean was outed for using performance enhancers that the Miss California organization had paid for. Topless photos of her surfaced as she discussed Satan and temptation with James Dobson. And less than a month after Donald Trump told her she could keep the crown, Ms. Prejean was fired for contract violations. Now comes a 23-page lawsuit, and on top of page 8, 41, on April 30, 2009, Prejean became the victim of a vicious attack by Michael Musto and Keith Olbermann on Olbermann's MSNBC program, during which they mocked Prejean, asserting, among other vile things, that she had had a sex change operation and needed a brain transplant. If only we had some way of replaying all those vile things that were asserted in that vicious attack.
She's sort of like a human Klaus Barbie doll. I mean, you tell Perez Hilton you're against gay marriage. That's like telling Simon Cowell you're against screeching a show tune. This is the kind of girl who sits on the TV and watches The Sofa. You know, she thinks that innuendo is an Italian suppository. Can I keep going? On the pageants now, they really should have easier questions like, what's your middle name, or what show was Seinfeld on? I mean, this girl's a ding-dong. I didn't even like her earrings.
The moral in this is what? Never cross a beauty pageant official who knows you've had implants?
Yes, exactly. That's it. This has escalated to a public shaming. I mean, and what Moakler has left out, Keith, is that they also paid for Carrie to cut off her penis and sand her Adam's apple and get a head-to-toe waxing. I know for a fact that Carrie Prejean was Harry Prejean, a homophobic man who liked marriage so much he did it 3 times. Now he's a babe who needs a brain implant. Maybe they could inject some fat from her butt. Oh, they have?
I didn't like her earrings. As E! Online astutely points out, it's probably safe to say she earned MSNBC's vitriol all by herself. And as for the defendants named in the lawsuit, pageant co-director Keith Lewis says any suit Ms. Prejean files will be vigorously defended against, adding, "I'm a lifelong Christian. I take great offense at her martyrdom." Joining me now, the columnist for The Village Voice, author of La Dolce Musto, and tonight's legal analyst, Michael Musto. Good evening, Michael.
A lot of people would like to nail her, not me, mind you.
How does it feel to be mentioned in a Carrie Prejean lawsuit? Is there pride mixed with a kind of apprehension, mixed with a kind of what took her so long?
I'm thrilled, Keith. I mean, not since last year when Jack A. Harry covered her face when she saw me have I gotten this kind of attention. And I'm thrilled that she watches this show, not Dora the Explorer or Real Housewives or the religious channel where a priest tries to get money while getting serviced under the table. And I do love, Keith, that it's a discrimination suit. I mean, that's crazy. That's like Charles Manson suing for an unannounced visit.
I think she gets the transcripts read to her. I'm not sure if she's actually watching at the moment.
They show her the pictures.
Yeah, she's suing the 2 co-directors of the Miss California USA organization. What did or do pageant officials have to do with us mocking her? As those astute folks at E! observed, didn't she, achieve this all on her own?
No, I don't know about you, Keith, but I got a call from the pageant saying, please mock her.
Yes.
No, Carrie, we made fun of you before you were even dethroned. You did it all on your own. We don't care for your half-naked moralizing and your earrings. Yes. I still don't like the earrings, but if you want to sue K2 Productions, go ahead.
This is how well instructed we were by the pageant. Apparently, I mispronounced for 2 weeks the first name of Ms. Moakler. I mispronounced it for 2 weeks, and nobody even corrected me on this. But about Ms. Prejean, she's also claiming she was forbidden to attend the after party at the Miss USA pageant because too many people were angry with her. Now, if you can't go to the after party, what's the point in even participating? And do we have any idea what the damages are for after party denial?
It's a lot, because she really has a point here, Keith. I mean, I love nothing more than an after party and a gift bag. I mean, I love fighting with people over 3 pigs in a blanket and a gift bag with Jules' latest poetry collection and some skin cream. Carrie, you dodged a bullet.
Now, she's got a book coming out in November. Presumably the lawsuit keeps her in the spotlight till then. Are you expecting that you will be, if you're in the lawsuit, will you be in the book?
I better be in the book, but I actually got a sneak peek at the manuscript, and she only refers to some guy who should not get married to opposite people, and also shouldn't wear polyester blend, because that's against the Bible too. I consider that a mention.
Do we think this case is going to reach the Supreme Court?
Maybe the Supreme Court with Justice Diana Ross singing "Stop in the Name of Breast Implants." No, Keith, could you imagine if they tell Sonia, you know, your first assignment is the Carrie Prejean case? She'd be like, I'm out of here. This system sucks.
You guys were right. Sarah Palin has not come to her defense at this time after having done so previously. Do you think that's a great disappointment to Ms. Prejean, or is it a disappointment to you that we're not somehow against Sarah Palin in this case too?
It's pretty good for Carrie, because endorsement from Sarah Palin is like getting an endorsement from Michael Jackson's Doctor of Death. But Sarah's too busy with her own lawsuit against Letterman right now. You know, her whole defense is like, it was my 17-year-old who got knocked up, not my 14-year-old. Get my twisted values right.
Yes, that worked very well. Last question, Michael. Any chance you're going to counter this? You're going to file a countersuit?
No, I don't believe in opposite sex suing. I'll let her deflate by herself. Pop, pop.
The one and only Michael Musto. Great thanks as always.
Thank you. Bring on the lawsuit.
We'll see you in court. That's countdown for this, the 2,315th day since the previous president declared mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.